Hello everyone, Bricktrician here. Let's make sure y'all can hear me. Looks like things have frozen. Hopefully all this is working. Oops. Okay. You get my phone there. I'm just seeing if things are working on the other end. Got my laptop right up here. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I just use my phone to make sure that you guys can hear me. Everything's working on the other end. Because it seems like everything's fine on mine end, but that's kind of hard to say. Okay. So I guess without further ado, we are building the Lego Lord of the Rings Barad-Dûr set. I forgot to open it beforehand. The box. I can open the box on camera due to YouTube's policies on blades. There we are. Let's get this thing open for the very first time and see what we got. So, paper bags, and I see 31 right off the top here. So, yeah. So, we got 31, 39, 32, 30, 26, 33, 29. Shame kind of with the paper bags because I would have preferred the plastic just so I can see what parts we're getting into. Okay. Okay, got bag 40 there. There's a box inside of another box. Put that one out. We also have this pamphlet that was included. It looks like just a facts about the kind of warning for the light brick. I never got a light brick set come with one of those before. Let's get these clear out of the way and then start going through this other white box. Okay. So yeah, we got this other white box here, and I need to grab the blade again. I didn't expect to have another blade kind of with it. So, or another box with it. I thought I'm usually only used to one opening packaging. To be fair, I don't usually buy sets over $100. This is kind of my rule. But of course, this is the 1,000th subscriber celebration, so I made an exception. So I think these are our instructions here. It's on bag number 1. We have the second instruction. That one's a little bent, so it may be a pain. Okay. Just kind of going through to see if I find. We're kind of bag number 2. I'm going to put that off to the side. A lot of bags. Okay, 3. 11, 12. Sorry for kind of all that noise. Just trying to. So here we got bag number 1. I got 2 and 3 on standby for now. Let's first open up this. Okay, so first we got the sticker sheet, so we'll throw that up there. Okay, so throw off this side. We got instruction manual number 2, and we got number 1 behind it. So this looks like it's the outer wall. While we're here, just want to see what's in here. Okay, the tower section with manual number 3. So we got 3 manuals in this box. Okay. So we're going to start with, grab the wrong number 1. Number 1 is the thickest. So, okay, that's off to the side over here. I'm going to have the manual down here in front of me, and I have the bricks up here. There we go. All the first bits. And we got smaller bag 2. Okay. Okay, so let's open this up. The Dark Tower. In Lord of the Rings trilogy, we first get a glimpse of the powerful Barad-Dûr. When by chance Frodo Baggins slips the One Ring on his finger, embedment of the Dark Lord Sauron, the eye of the Mersaber fortress piercing the black skies of Mordor, and Sauron has gained the strength to take over all Middle-earth. Sustained by the power of the One Ring, Sauron, and by extension his forces, are all but incrucible while the ring still exists. The heroic hobbits joined the Fellowship of the Ring on a grueling journey to destroy the ring in the heart of Mordor. As Samwise Gamgee carries Frodo through the final stretch to a doorway on the side of Mount Doom, a frantic Gollum tries to stop them and ultimately perishes in the fire with his precious. Barad-Dûr, Sauron, and his army of orcs disintegrate in a last cataclysmic collapse. Inspired by the enigmatic monument, this model recreates the remarkable details and offers a unique look at the events that might have transpired behind the scenes in Mordor. Okay. So we got a little bit from the designer here, it looks like. So I'm gonna read that this time. The Forge and the Dungeons. Okay, talks about how it's designed, which we'll figure out as we build along, and we'll get to step 1. Here there's a little bit more to read. Frodo Baggins struggles through the rough terrain of Mordor on his journey to destroy the One Ring in the fires of Mount Doom. Okay, so first we're going to build our little Frodo minifigure, which it's been a long time since I've gotten a Frodo. I'm going to use this face here. There we go. I'm going to use this face here for him. That's what the instructions kind of show, but I also find it probably the most fitting. There we are. Frodo Baggins. Put him up right up there. Now we're going to do the side build first with this one. Okay. So we need a cheese slope. Okay, let me do this so I can see your chat a little bit better. It just kind of throws me off since the stream is like a few seconds behind usually. Okay. Kind of need this orangish hue, a normal slope. Oh no, it's actually this slope here. So right there. Let's see, 4x4. Okay, now I need a 2x4. Let's see. There it is. Another cheese slope. And next page. Well, I want to know more about this color, I'll be honest. I don't know what it is. It's kind of a unique shade of orange. Okay. Or these slopes. Also this. Okay, cheese slope again. 1x2. More transparent yellow. Okay, now we're going to put a layer of plates on it. You know, I already struggle enough to come up with things to talk about on stream. Let's see. We'll get back to that later. Okay, we're going to take some 1x1s here. Put that there. Then we need a second one of these. Oh, it looks like the stream made of frozen. Nope, it's fine. Okay. There's that. Now we need the orange one that goes here. Another plate here. And there. 2x2. Or 1x2. That's the only thing. So there's a note here that says this 1x4, talking about this orange one, tile in transparent orange is a new color made for this model. This says contains 63 of them. So that's kind of a neat thing. Okay. It's just me, when I hold still for too long, I get worried that the stream has froze. So that's my own problem, I guess. So, okay, we got a side build to attach to the larger one. 2x2 slopes. Okay. Then we got these plates to put on the side. I'm thinking, based off the instructions, only this one side, even though I kind of want to make it symmetrical. Okay, that there. Actually, this here. Then the cheese slope. Flip to the other side. One of these. Okay, there we go. And this goes like this. And then the instruction says to grab Frodo and put him here. Okay, so that's a side build complete. We'll probably get the other minifigures in a bit, but we're going to just put that off to the side for now. And we're going to get to the overall larger build. Looks like we're starting with some Technic. Okay. One thing I do find fascinating with LEGO sets is how they're able to sneak in different colors, because like I don't think you'll be able to see this white piece from the outside and may be completely engulfed. Okay, I need another one of the white Technic beams. Okay. Okay, another long one. Okay, rotate it this way. You know, I don't usually build a Lego build just sitting on a table. And this is a building. There's going to be a certain point where I just gotta have to do it. So, probably should start practicing. There we go. Another one of these here. Okay, so that appears to be one completed arch. Let's see. I just gotta. Let me try something real quickly. I can't read them. Okay. Just trying to see if I can read something. It's giving me like a suggestion, and I just can't read the full thing. We'll continue as is. I'll have to play around with future streams. Yeah, this guy's current bit rate is higher, so I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, so this one goes here. Okay. There's all that. Next page. Okay, white one here. Going the other way. And let's see. So my mistake. This actually goes here. There's a red. Okay, I need a 1x3. Oh, there's supposed to be one of these first. Okay, now we can bind it with this. Or I think so. Oh, I see my mistake. I forgot a 2x2. So this goes over here, this goes here, and then this goes there. Okay, I'm going to rotate it this way to be kind of the same direction as the instructions. So we got this long piece here, and this over here. Okay, 1x3 and a 1x1. Okay, so we're going to start some of the train. Okay, 4 plates. This goes there. Okay, kind of a fun part where we get to plate this off. Okay, so you get the larger ones. These go over here, and then you get these thinner ones over here. Okay, time for bag 2. We can push those spare pieces off to the side because I don't think we should have to deal with having to go through spare parts. I'll probably get a bowl to put them in eventually. So bag 2. I always flatten the bags out after I open them, just to make sure there's no remaining part inside. Okay. And one more small bag. These paper bags, I find that pieces like to get stuck inside them a lot more. I'm just not the biggest fan of them. Okay, we're building Sam. So the file of Galadriel held by Samwise Gamgee was originally a gift from Galadriel to Frodo Baggins. After Frodo lost the file during his battle with Shelob, Sam defeated Shelob and retrieved the file. Okay. We'll have a concerned Sam since they're in Mordor. And let's see, where is that diamond tactical file? There's one. I'm gonna put Sam with Frodo back here. So we'll continue on with that build. Okay. So we need 2 1x4s. A couple of these here. Okay, there's one 1x3, and there's the other. Okay, so we have, let's see, this goes here. We have some of these fluted bricks, as I call them, because CMU, we call them fluted if they're like that. Okay, and a couple of these orange ones that I don't know the name of the color of yet. Okay, next page. Okay, we're going to be tiling stuff off, it looks like. Let's see. Gray 1x2 plate. 2, just kind of working my way across. Then we have a big orange one. There we go. Black. Oh, I made a mistake and didn't put them the same way. Okay, 1x4 in the orange. Need a 1x3. Need a 1x1. We'll put the 1x1 on. It goes here. Oh, hello, ACU, Bart. How's it going? Let's see. Did I do that correctly? Oh, I did screw up. Luckily, I provided a teal brick separator. That's really useful here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where's another 1x4? Got 1x3 for there. Let's see. 1x4. Ah, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna start building. It looks like some plating back here. Want more of that earth orange. Here's the 2x2 that kind of appears to start with. Let me pull this more in, since we're working on the back side of this now. Okay. think this goes here. Here's the 2x4 tile. Okay, now we just need a bunch of 2x2s and a 1x1 dark gray. There's the 1x1. Actually, I need a lot of like these 1x3 tiles right now for a custom build. It kind of disappoints me when I get them in a set, and it's like I need to leave it for the set. Okay, here's another one, and we need one more. There it is. Okay, some more building. Can mute myself for a second. Okay, I gotta sneeze out. Okay. 1x4. One more 1x4. There it is. I feel like you guys in the chat probably see it before I even see it. Okay. Let's see, there's the 1x3. Okay, next page. So we're building some sort of steps, probably maybe to the throne room in the back. Okay, we got some. We're starting to get some brown details, it looks like. Okay, that's on properly now. You know, I kind of prefer just keep on adding to the main thing. I just find that a little bit more fun than doing these small builds and then adding later. Like, so the first one I did have the instructions say, but for me, I just like to do it like this. I just find that a little bit more enjoyable. Just keep on adding to the larger thing. Not one of these sub builds. Okay, so we got the brown in here. Brown, though, usually kind of do make an exception since it can be brittle. I think the newer stuff is a lot more fine, but it can still be a little bit of a pain. Okay, now we do some tiling off, it looks like. Well, semi-tiling, there are some stud pieces, it looks like, in here. I'm just kind of working my way across. Okay. Okay. Kind of a huge step for all of this. Makes me kind of wonder what Lego instructions adds the most pieces in the one step, but not like 100 chain links put together or anything like that, just different pieces. Actually, I'm kind of liking this technique for the lava here. Or at least assume it's lava. Okay. Okay, red tile. tile. Okay. So one thing that I know I need to probably do is actually get my own copies, because I grew up with my dad's copies of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I probably need to get my own, especially after building this. Okay, almost there. 2 more red tiles, I believe, at least for this step. Okay, just double checking my work. So yeah, 3 of those. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, cheese slope here. We got some brown bits, or black bits to add. Black bits on top of the brown bits. Okay. Cheese slope. Okay, now we have some more of these to add on. Okay, now we add this here and add the last 2 1x4 orange tiles that are apparently made just for this set. Okay, there's that step. Now we gotta stack a couple 1x1s. So one trick I do is press them against a table to flatten them out. Okay, there's that. Put this step there. Okay, a couple of 1x1s. And even if you don't, if it's a stack and it's not all just 1x1s, you can still, there's usually a flat side, you can still press them against the table too. This kind of helps line things up a little bit more easily. Okay, so we got 2 of these. I'm only building up this side for right now. Okay, and there's 2 of those. Okay, got all of those. Next step. Okay, add this to the back. Okay, we're adding this to this side here. And there. Oh, okay. Lego's gotten, I think, in my opinion, worse with their printing over the years. It's just like sometimes things look red in one shot, because I saw like a 1x1 here. I thought it was red, but it's orange down at the bottom right. We need to build it there. Okay, so we got. Okay, so only 1x1. That's for the end over here. And those 3 there. Then we got a note up here. The rocky terrain around the dark tower comes in several different colors. The rock closest to the lava are the warmest colors, while those furthest away are darker and colder. So I guess it's playing the rock. Let's see. The rocks closest to the lava are warmest. I would expect it to be the other way around, to be honest. Okay. Get one of these hinge pieces over here. Then we got another one place on this side. Okay, I must have missed something. Okay, I missed these here. I missed this here. Okay. One more piece. Where do you belong? Up here. There we go. Okay, we're on to bag 3. Move the spares off to the side. Okay. There we go. Got one bag. There's some lime in here, which is very interesting. Okay. And it looks like we're building a big rocky terrain. So this is a separate build from this larger one, so we'll move that off to the side. For now, we'll probably bring it back eventually. Let's see, need a 2x6. There it is. 1x3. Okay. Need 4 of these whites. So, my theory with the whites right now is that this is going to cause the lava that's going to be on top of this to grow a little bit brighter. We'll hope to see. Maybe it's just a color choice because Lego mass-produced a lot of that color. Okay. So we got 1x1 here, 2x2, 2x6, and we have another plate going out, 2x4. Okay, so we have this flipped according to the instructions now. This there. This there. Okay, we have 2x2. So let's put this on here first. There we go. Got some more action over here now. Let's see, cheese slope. Another 1x2. And we got some 2x2s to go on the ground. Okay. There's this piece here. And we got this wedge to put on. Okay, now we got lot more lava features. Okay. Need orange slope. There we are. Okay, next page. Even more transparent yellow. Okay. There's all of that. And we get some more of this weird orange color to go over here. 1x1. Okay. Dark tan. There's that. Now we need the 1x2. This here. think that's the right color to go there. Okay, a little bit more building over here. Okay, now we have a plate to go over this one. There's still a gap on this side. I wonder if that's going to get filled up. There we go. Okay, we got a brown one now. Okay. Let's see. Just gonna have more running around the sides. By 3, and a bunch of 1x2s. I do alternate which hand I'm building with because the studs at a certain point they start hurting my hand to put them on. Okay, I think we got a round one on the corner here. Okay, more Technic. So we got this. Another wing. So this does go underneath, so I was right. Okay. This here and okay, we got another note for me to read out. Posing as orcs, it took Frodo Baggins and Samwise Gamgee around 10 days to trek across the rough terrain of Mordor to reach Mount Doom. So there's a little fun fact there for you with Lord of the Rings. Okay. There's that. Now we got a bunch of detail work, it looks like. One by one. Okay, so that goes there. This goes there. We got a blue running through it now. Flip the page back. Alright, one by one. Okay, now we get to tile this part off. Okay, there we go, that was now down all the way. Okay, now we're going to completely engulf that blue piece. Okay, then got this there. Okay. Then we got come up over here. Every other one, it looks like. Just a couple more cheese slopes. And there we are. Okay, bag 4. I'll have to dig for that one again. Down number 4. Let me see if I can find 2 more. So here's 5. Okay, here's 6 right there on top. Okay. Number 4. Oh, we actually have a large panel here, so we must be getting... We're going to start building upwards, which will be nice. Okay, so we got our first look at the Golem piece here. Golem is such a weird figure for me. And kind of has been. Okay, so let's see. There we go. Okay, let's build Golem. Okay, so Golem has a new face print, making him a little bit creepier. I do think this is actually one of the better face prints. I didn't like the Hobbit one that they gave him, but yeah, I do think this is one of the better faces for him. Okay, I'm going to move Sam over here to use Frodo a little bit better. Have a Golem back here. I don't like the arms they gave him this time. I do prefer the previous one's arms, and yeah, these work, I guess, but yeah, I do prefer the other ones. Golem Mounted figure was redesigned for this set and features a new face decoration. It looks like it's the same mold. I'll have to compare the two together for it. Oh, I was a little bit low. I'm trying to show that off. I don't know exactly where my frame is, so I'll have to work on that. Okay, so we're still working on this base here. So 2x2 on the corner. Here we go. What piece is that one? Just so I can use process of elimination. So 1x4 slope. Okay. Okay, I think this is the 1x2 because this is supposed to use 1, and this kind of process of elimination. Okay, I see. Then this slope goes this way, and then I need a cheese slope to go that way. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, 2x2. Again, it's stacking. 1x2. Now I need a transparent piece there. So now I need some corner pieces, it looks like. Or at least just one. There it is. A cheese slope. 1x2 again. 2x2 and 1x2. Okay, so we're building up the wall a little bit, it looks like. So it goes there. There's the other one. And the lava back here. Okay. Here. One by one. So that finishes that corner off. Then we need both types of slopes over here. There we go. There's also supposed to be a cheese slope right here. Okay, yeah, just a singular cheese slope. And we've got an inverted slope. Okay, that goes next to the lava here. Okay, one by ones. I need dual of them. Okay, transparent yellow. Okay. There. And so in a second I'm going to show you guys something that where's another 1x2 that it's been kind of driving me nuts for a couple years now from Lego. There's the other one, and this goes here, and actually that's supposed to go a little bit higher. Let's fix that. And this back here. Okay, so to show you the thing that's driving me nuts over here, look how dark the orange is over here on this side of the instructions, and now over here it's a lot lighter. I just wish, like, look, you got to keep it consistent, especially as you start introducing more and more colors. It's just going to get confusing, and it has confused me in the past. Okay. Okay, so we've got to stack 3 of these together. For me, I just like, why stack 3? Just give me a normal brick. Okay. Now we need a studs on top or snot brick. There it is. Once again, got to stack 3 plates together. Which you could just use a 1x2. Okay, 1 by 1. Okay, need this snot piece over here. Slope here. 1 by 1 on top of this gray snot piece. 1 by 3. Another 1 by 1 of both plate and tiles, and just break part of it off. And 2 by 2 to lock that down. Okay, we're gonna flip this around now. It looks like we're working on the back side. Okay, we need a fish. Okay, like that. You know, I know this piece came out later, but it's like maybe been good to put in some of the fish skeleton pieces in that just got introduced last month. Okay, we're going to be adding tiles now. When it becomes a big set like this, my thumbs get super sore by pushing all the studs. So tiles are just a nice break from it all. And back to studs. Okay, I got a side build here, a lot of steps here, so I'm just gonna do, I guess as the instructions show. Okay, brown piece. Okay, so apparently these two together. Okay, there. So we want the hollow part on the back, it looks like, for this section. Oh, there's that piece. Okay. I need another slope. One by one. Okay. Okay, I see. 1, 2, and where's... Okay, just says 2. I need a 2 by 2 slope. Yeah. There it is. Let's go back this way. Getting to put tiles on top. Okay. And now press that in, and a little bit that I've left behind. Okay, there we go. That on top. Okay, more lava. Okay. Where are these fluted bricks? Okay. And a lot more fluted bricks. Okay. So I think we're building a forge now, at least to me that's what it looks like. I'm not sure how much you can see what I'm building with it, part of it being covered. Okay. And there's those parts. So far, this has been a pretty straightforward build. Looks like I forgot a cheese slope over here. Oops. Put that back. Okay, now there's a tool of some sort that I don't quite recognize what's supposed to be sitting right there. Okay, now we're rotating this. And more tiling. Okay. There's that run. There's a gap between that one. Okay. Then we also get a slope. Looks like right over here. Okay. One by one there. Red there. Okay, I think that's it for the tiles on this step at least. Okay, now we rotate it again. There's that. Okay, now we get some snot building on the side over here on this side. There we go. And I almost missed these tiles in the back. Okay. Okay, so we need to push this off to the side because we're going to combine the two parts together now. So, there we go. Okay, now we're going to permanently attach the two together. That will never come apart because I'm not taking this set apart after it's built. Okay. There's a piece supposed to be on top of here. Okay. Got that one. Yeah. Now time to tile all this off. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's a quote. "There is some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for." Samwise Gamgee. Okay, on to bag 5. Looks like I can start building up the tower itself. Got some black pieces in here. Okay. Okay, no minifigures in this bag. Get straight into building the main feature, I guess. Okay, there and there. Okay, I need some 1x1s. So my preference with building particular Lego set is that I prefer the big parts first and then get to the smaller parts later, kind of to add detail. But there's no Lego set that I've come across that has been like this for me, sadly. Okay. Those, I think I can move this out to the side off camera for now, and we'll bring it back later. It's just the parts are starting to overflow with that here. Okay, where's another 1x1? One by one in brown. Where are you? There it is. Okay, then we got some tan brackets to put in. But they're supposed to sit flush at the bottom. I forgot the blue. Okay, there we go. Now we add more parts on top. Oops, that one doesn't go there. That goes over here. We get tile. We're going to work our way across. Angled brackets. There. One of these teeth pieces. Another 1x2. And where's that corner plate? There it is. And okay, this wall looks like it's going to be going 3 ways. Okay, now we get to build up some walls quickly with some nice large pieces. Now the thing is, when it comes to large pieces, this is my opinion, I'm not the biggest fan of really large customized pieces, but these, they just kind of save weight and in walls. So okay. We got a wall, just to build up. Where's the more dark 1x2s? I need one more. Where is that dark 1x2? There it is. Okay, that goes right there. Okay, now we're going to build on the top of this wall. Okay, some angle corners. There's one. I'm kind of work my way across here. Never mind, I broke that rule immediately since I said it. Okay. Let's see. Another corner plate. There it is. Okay. 1x4. 1x2. And these plates. Now we need another bracket piece. Okay. And another 1x2. There it is. Okay. I've got one of those weird new slopes with a pitch in the back. Kind of. I just find them weird, but I do think they're useful. They have their place. Okay. There's that. Okay, so we need to put these together now. I didn't mean to stack them in threes. Okay, 1x2. Okay, some brown fluted ones. Okay, there's the other one. And these just go up here. But we're taking some of these taller bricks and put them in between. Okay, there's that step. Okay, so now we gotta get the step of 4. So we're gonna lay these 4 pieces out. And we're going, they have these, I call them rooftops because they slope both ways, like most roofs do. Okay, so got some light gray or light brown, then dark brown. We're gonna kind of put pieces on as we find them. Okay. Okay. Oops, grabbed the wrong one. I wasn't looking. Okay, dark brown, light brown. Okay, there we go. Got all 4, and we're going to place them all on here. There we go. There's that step. Okay, we're going to be building up this wall, it looks like. Oh, there's a gap. Vertical flutes on that side. And the last fluted. So there's a note here. When does assembly walk into mortar, especially beyond the tall impairment wall of Sauron's forces? Boromir. So yeah, there's a quote there. Okay, so this goes here. This one goes over on this side. Okay. Dark gray. Okay. So one thing I'm going to also mention is that my plan for now, because I'm still wanting to complete Lego Batman, I want to get back to the other video games I'm streaming too. And this is the one set I currently plan to build on stream. Okay, so we gotta bring this back real quickly. And so my plan is, okay, so every Saturday for the foreseeable future, I'll be working on the set until it's built. Okay, so I think that is okay. That side's connected. Let's check this side. Oops. And my string just went black. Let's see. Is everything okay? It's kind of looking like it. Okay. I think the stream is fine. I'll just put this in the wrong spot. Come on. There we go. It's now connected properly. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, now a little bit more attachments. There. Okay, so we got a bunch of cheese slopes to be adding. Okay. I was wondering about this guy that missed a part piece there. 1, 2, 3. 4. And this is number 5, a little tight of a squeeze to get in there. If it is, sometimes it takes me to grab the brick separator to put it in, but a part popped off to make it a little bit easier. Okay, there's that. Okay. So down here, adding a little bit more terrain. Okay, I got one. Okay, there's supposed to be 4 of these. Then we get to bag 6. Okay, I think that's there for it. Okay, let's move this out of the way for now. Looks like we have a double sub here, so we're going to build 2 of these. So come on, I don't like how the paper doesn't come out that well. Fletching it, that bag 6 is good. One by one went flying. Oh, I didn't expect to see any of the light aqua in this set. Okay, still fishing parts out. Okay, so we're going to do each step twice at the same time. Lego instructions. Okay, the digital one's driving me nuts with this. Because they have you build one at a time, then go back and build the other. I build them simultaneously. That's how I like to build. But I know some kids might get confused and that's why Lego does it digitally. Luckily, the paper doesn't have that problem, hence why I use the paper instructions. Okay, we're going to flip these upside down. 1x2s. Okay, now we get some black arches to complete the arch, so they're kind of half and half. Okay, flip them back over. We need some 1x2s, and I need 4 of them in total, 2 for each. Okay, there's the second one, 3, and 4. Okay, so now we need the double cheese slopes. They'll be acting kind of as a roof. Okay, there's the remaining over here. Okay, there's that one. Then we have these weird roof sloping pieces. But actually first I need to put these on. So I actually kind of want some of these 1x2 with one stud on one side pieces. I think that would be really useful for a current mock that I'm working on, but there's remaining here in this set. I'm not going to tear them out even after this is built and fully reviewed. Okay, so there's those 2 builds off to the side for now. Now we have another side build. Okay. Okay, need these 2x2 jumper tiles in round. Okay. The bars, they go through them. I'm actually wondering if the aqua actually is going to appear because they're popping up in this right now. Okay, they go that way. Okay, these pieces. Maybe they're covered up after all. Yeah, they're probably gonna be covered up. Okay, there's that one. That one. Okay. I need 8 of these. There's one set. And the second set. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, one set done. Now on to the The second set. All these mini builds. Okay, time to put them all on here. Okay, so yeah, I've got 2 of these now. And they go on top of here. Okay, and now we bring back the main build. And they just go on right here. Okay. There's also a note here in the instructions. The color gradient gives the dark, sharp, and pointy architecture of the tower a majestic and dynamic appearance. Yep. Okay. Now back to working on the wall. Okay, that's that step. So these pieces are new to me, and I do really like them. I really wish that LEGO would use them more. Okay, yeah, these pieces here. Now for the quarter tiles, because these are all decorative. A small dark black detail that you will not be able to see that well on my camera. Okay, there's that step. Okay, and more rock formation. Let's see. Kind of get into a position where you can see this a little bit better. I don't think the part sitting on the table is as important as the main build itself. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. Okay, you should be able to hopefully see it now. Okay. There's that. And yeah, it's just some normal building at this point. Choose slope. And that back there. Okay, I think that's everything for that corner. And of course, as soon as I move it to a certain way so you guys can see better, we gotta move it again. Working on the back side now. Got some tiling off to do. Okay, one by ones. Once again, my trick of pressing against the table on the side to get it to line up better. Okay, that should be everything for that step. Okay, we've got some white to put in here. Okay. 1x4. Okay, then we got to invert it here. Okay. Okay, needs snot and a 1x1. It's not building. There. And this goes right up here. Okay. And this here. Okay, so this is a double slope this way with that step. Okay, then back here. Okay, then we have another case of a slope that I cannot see fully because of the poor angle in the instructions. Okay, now we plate it off. Come on, connect. There we go. Okay, now we're going to build a kind of looks like a drawer that the spider is going to sit within. Okay. A little debris with it. Okay. Okay, so I gotta do this with it. Let's go ahead and put the spider in. There we go. Okay. And last couple pieces for this bag. Okay, and that just goes in right there. Probably for me to forget about and not show in the review, but it's there as a little something, I guess. Okay, let's find bag 7 now. Find it pretty quickly. Let's move that over here a little bit better. Got one small bag in this one. Okay, there's one 1x1 plate, and here's the other 1x plate. Okay, ooh. Let's see. Okay. There we go. I think I'm back. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure how long that was out, but we'll continue on. Okay, there's that. I think I finished that first step for bag 7. Okay. that. There's that one. Okay, I'm looking for another snot brick in dark gray. 1x2 with 2 studs going up it vertically. There it is, it's all the way over here. Okay, there is that step. Okay, this goes a little up higher. Okay, light gray corner piece, there it is. Then we got one of these weird pieces. And then another light gray corner. There we go. And there's that. Okay. Flipping around again. Let's see. Probably be yeah, it's gonna be over here on this far left side with me building. Okay, so got these large slope pieces here. Got a slope here. Okay, so this one goes back a bit. Triple building wall right here. And this with this tile on it over here. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so this is going to be back one. There and there. Okay, now it's lined up. And we're going to be pleating off the top now, it looks like. One by one. 1x4. Dark gray over here. Sometimes I'm saying what parts I need to put on there because chat, you're not giving me much to talk about. You can, yeah. So I guess I could talk about the TV shows I've been watching lately. So I've been watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. Finally, since because of streaming, I can watch it all the way through now. So I just started doing that. Okay, so we got over here done now. So we're gonna head back over here. Just also watch. I guess new-wise, I just watched the Nicolas Cage Spider Noir. That's what it's called. I was getting a brain fart for a second. So just sorry. I watched that. I watched the black and white version, not the color version. At some point when I want to rewatch it, I'll probably watch the colored version just to see how that is. Now, this is a little bit more complicated than I was initially thinking. So let's do this here. So yeah, those are, I guess, my updates for shows right now. In Next Generation, I'm in season 3, about 12 episodes in. Okay, there's that. Okay, we've got another large side build. Okay. Okay. This top one doesn't have anything on it. We're offset brackets from each other. There's just so much black here on the table, it's kind of hard to tell what's what at a glance. Okay, you can see that there are supposed to be these pieces on the side, so I guess I'll start putting them on to get some black off the table. Okay, so there's one more bracket. There's the last one. Okay. Then we have these claw pieces that go this way. Okay. Okay, there we go. And that just popped off. Expecting some type of connection on top. So we got a slope here. There we go. Okay, we also got a note, it's a quote, "No, Frodo, the spirit of Sauron endured. His life force is bound to the ring, and the ring survived. Sauron has returned, his orcs have multiplied, his forces of Barad-Dûr is rebuilt in the land of Mordor." Gandalf. Okay. Let's see, so long. Okay, we got a little bit of tile, so this more continuation of the, I guess, entryway. Let me build out here. I don't know, when I'm kind of trying to build fast, I keep things close to my chest. Okay. This rounded plate. Where? There's the other. My hand was on top of it. Okay, so this on top, followed by this. Okay, need another gutter piece. Okay. These. Okay, they go on top of here. And that's an inverted. Okay, so there's the right one. Now I need to do that again. Okay, more claw pieces. Okay, now we have these Technic pieces. Need to find some 1x1s. Okay, here's one of them. And where's the other? There it is. Okay, there's both. And this sits down right there. Okay, next page. Good, some large pieces. So, need these. The fluted again. Okay, so one goes there, the other one goes there. Then we have a couple of these to go in the back. Okay, so we got another double build. So dark brown. Okay. Oops. Pieces are now popping off on me. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I need another stud that's right there. Okay, 1x4s. And now these 1x3s. I need another one. There it is. Another 1x4. More 1x1 tiles. Okay. And then to cap off this build, well, not necessarily the cap, but just kind of these segments here. Now we're going to cap them off. Okay. Okay, so now we just put these on the wings here. Okay, now we got working a little bit more on their connection. So angular with that. Boom. And boom. Okay. And that goes like this. Or did I do it right? Okay. Okay, I fixed it. There's that one. Okay, now we'll do the other side, and I'll get it right this time. Okay. There's that. Okay, another double build, but this one's pretty short. Because it's just 3 pieces for the 2. Okay, and this goes on top of the wall there. Over there. Okay. So we got a hinge connection there. And then weirdly we're coming all the way back over here to add one there. Okay, that's been sitting there for a while. Why don't you do it earlier? Okay. I've missed something. I should not have these pieces left over. Okay, they go on the bottom of this. Okay. Yeah, sometimes I have to go back and figure out what I missed. Oops. Come on. Connect fully. There you go. Okay. There we are. There we are. Let's see. We're going to do probably one more bag for today. Bag 8. Ooh, that piece should not be left over either. Let me figure that out real quickly. A 1x6. There was 1x6 there, but I got that one. Where did you come from? Sure, it should be here. Okay. I see. Okay, it's here at the bridge again. we're gonna. There we go. It's in place now. Come on, get back on there. You did it fine the last 2 times. There we go. Okay, now we can move comfortably to bag 8. Okay. So one thing I kind of think about, it's okay, I think there's 40 bags in this set. I'll double check after the stream. And basically I will like I said, I plan to finish this full build on stream. That's to kind of celebrate you guys, but depending on how well these streams do, will determine, I guess, if I do any future building on stream. So, just remember to like and share and all that stuff if you want these to continue. For me, I don't care because usually I'm having like TV or music on the background. I can't really do that when I'm streaming. So. Yeah, that'll be kind of up to you guys if you want it or not. Okay, got a couple more corner ones. So, and then I'm going to try this. I'm thinking for my next stream, I'm thinking I'm going to make it more of a podcast and invite some friends on to see if they care to join. So kind of see, I need one more corner. Where are you? There it is. Okay. Couple of shelves there, it looks like. So I've got the first one done. There's this piece here. Okay. Over here. So yeah, next week I think if I do stream, I may invite people, like open up to Discord for people to get on. Of course, people will be vetted ahead of time. So, yeah, I think that will just kind of help create conversation, and I'll kind of have things to talk about, to be honest. I was kind of hoping maybe the chat will show up and kind of give me things to discuss. Okay. There we go. There's that part. And we got these. Okay, 1 by 1 in brown. Good 4 of them. So, when it comes to these snot pieces, I absolutely love them. I think they're a great addition to Lego's part catalog. I want so many of them. I wish Lego would use them a lot more often. Okay. Now we get 2 of these to add on top. I forgot 1. Okay, so now we need 4 of these and 4 of these. I got 3, and there's number 4. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is gonna probably stand out quite a bit on the camera with stream, the aqua that I'm adding. Okay, so you can see half the wall that I'm doing. It's just kind of a tight squeeze right now. Okay, and some more 1x1s in the back of the brown. Okay, a build we gotta do 4 times. Okay, 2. Okay. And there is all 4. Oops, this one's a little too far that way. There we go. Now we have the gap. Okay, and there's the last piece for that step. I had to cover up the aqua. Okay. Now these. Okay. There's the last one. Okay, so we got a little bit of terrain to add to it. So we're gonna add that there. Add this here. Okay. I'm gonna add these over here. And this here. Okay, there's that step. Now we have these two. We're gonna fill in the gap between these 2 wall segments. There's that. Okay. Once again, need to have them all facing me vertically on these fluted bricks. I just said it and I did it again. Okay, I need one more fluted brick and it's right there. Okay. 1x2 on top. Now we've got these wedge pieces to put on. And that goes right here. Okay, so our one will strike soon, and he'll strike hard. It says in the manual, and it's a Fairmere quote. Okay, let's see, need this and this. There we go. Black cheese slope on top of that too. And these parts. Okay, that goes on right here. Okay. there, there. Oops, knocked a piece off. Okay, so these two there, and then a tooth. Then we're going to mirror that with another tooth on this side, with more rain gutter pieces, or rails as I call them. Okay, there's the third one. Okay, that's that for that step. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything for this. Then this goes there. Okay. There's that. Doubling up. Okay. And here's these. There's that last one. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's that side. Okay. Okay, there's that. There's this piece. Okay. Okay, this is the last step. I missed a 2x2 that I shouldn't have. Okay. Let me go back and see if I can figure out where that was. Because, yeah, I got those ones in. I believe I got you in. Okay, not black, it's dark gray. Where is it? Maybe I spin it around, it would be apparent. Nope, that didn't help. Let's see. 2x2. Yeah, I'm just seeing this one here and get that one in. So in that last bit. By 2 here. Okay, I found where it goes. Okay, yeah, it goes right there. Okay, there we go. 8 bags in 2 hours. Not too shabby. So next week we'll pick up right where we left off with bag number 9. So yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe if you like this stream. And I guess I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.